Lynn, I'm pretty sure, honestly, didn't like me the first day at the table read because I kept saying her lines by accident.
Hey, I am Troy Leanne Johnson.
I'm Tamara Smart. I'm Una Lawrence.
I'm Lynn Masako Chang.
Hi, my name is Ty Concilio.
And today we're going to be telling stories from the set of A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting.
When I got the call, I was already crying because that was the first day I got my Invisalign and I couldn't get it off of my teeth. Like, I needed a meal. And then my manager called me that I got this part, so then I turned into tears of joy.
My agent called me and she's like, hey, so you just booked, and then it cut out. And we had to wait like 20 seconds until we exited the tunnel.
I was with all of my family, so it was really, really nice news to hear. I knew that my role would require like lots of stunts and action, and that was something I hadn't really done before, so I was really excited for that. I actually remember meeting you for the first time, and I ended up having to take my heels off so we could match our heights. Oh my gosh, yeah. And I remember that you were like in your American accent the entire time, and only at the end when you were like saying bye and like exiting the room, you were like, okay, bye, it was really nice to meet you, and then like left. And we were all just like, what just happened?
I remember the first time we met at the table read, Tamara came in with all of these like cupcakes and like baked goods that like had our initials on them. And I was like, we're all staying in a hotel. Like, how are you baking in this hotel room?
Lynn, I'm pretty sure, honestly, didn't like me the first day at the table read because I kept saying her lines by accident. I was zoning out and I just like started reading lines out loud, and everyone just looked at me like, "Is that your line?" And I was like, "Oh no!" And Lynn's just staring at me from across the table. It's mine.
We got to go to like a tumbling gym, so we learned how to like scale walls and like jump over like large objects.
I think they were trying to get an idea of how athletic we were, and it was a bit of a mess.
I was very sore the next day. I did not realize how much work went into being a stunt double.
We like fake punched each other in the face and we fell into the foam pit. It was so ridiculous. I have to say some of my best memories would just be all of the babysitters in the morning. Sitting and just listening to music and getting our hair and makeup done, which was so nice, and getting to know each other more. I had this wonderful hairdresser named Sandy. Oh, love you, Sandy! I miss her so much. But I think just like hanging out with her and just, there was like a really strong sense of like community in that makeup trailer. I loved singing Hamilton with Tom Felton in the makeup chair when I was getting my hair braided. He was getting his wig put on.
Yo, meeting Tom Felton was crazy because I grew up watching him in the Harry Potter movies, and just seeing him in real life was like surreal. And then he was so nice, like what a nice British man. And I like got a picture with him. It was crazy. It was like I was fangirling for real.
Going to school with my friends was probably the highlight of my day.
I was seated next to Ty, so there was a lot of interesting conversations about, you know, space and, you know, whatever Ty had in his mind that morning.
Probably shouldn't say this, but like a couple of times I would like watch a movie or something like that, you know, and then like they switch to my homework and be like, I'm doing it, what are you talking about?
Our tutor definitely had to separate us a few times and just like put us in different rooms because there was no way we were gonna get anything done if we were in the same room.
I was the best student, bro. I did all my work and I made sure that I focused because I did not want to disappoint my teachers.
I did not have to do school, which I was so happy about, because every time they'd be like, okay, everybody else has to like go to class, I could just like take a nap in my trailer. I was like, yes, thank God.
Thanks so much for listening to our stories from set, and don't forget to watch A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting on Netflix.